Hi everyone, welcome back to another cut above with Chris. I've got my brush soaking. I'm using the Morrison Forger again. The gentleman that I bought the brush off of has been more than generous in regards to actually looking after me with the brush, sharing so much here, so I'm not going to go into the full details of it, but I'm happy. I'm sure he's probably not, but I think in terms of what I would have done, he's done pretty much what I would have done, probably a little bit more. So other than that, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to give it a go today for a head shave. I meant to soak it for 5-10 minutes, but I then got sidetracked, went and picked my daughter up from school, did other things, so it's actually been soaking for about an hour. So I'll probably pull it up and the knot will fall out completely. We shall soon see. Anyway, the soap for today is Shave Revolution, and the scent on this one is the Bourbon Room. And on the side it's got bourbon, oakwood, sweet tea and vanilla. Now I get sweet tea, maybe a slight hint of vanilla. It smells like a really nice iced tea. That's what I get from it. It's a really nice scent. Now this stuff I actually had up for sale, it never sold, so I withdrew all the ads. I've kept a few soaps. I've got a couple of things I still want to sell that have just reacted to me that are excellent stuff but just no good. So let's get stuck in. So as you can see, I've got it in my bowl, and that's pretty much where it sits on the line. There you can see it's just below the handle. So pop that out, give it a good squeeze. And the water in the brushes went cold now, but I'm not too worried about that. And then straight onto the dry soap. I'm not going to bloom soaps anymore. It's not my thing. I'm not going to change anything just because of a brush. I've left a little bit more moisture in the brush, and we'll just see how it goes. Like, for you guys that don't know, when I finished my shave yesterday after I lost another 3 to 5 hairs off it, not 35, 3 to 5, I did a bowl lather off camera after that shave, and it dropped 10 hairs in the space of sort of 3 minutes of lathering in the bowl. Now I'm going to be lathering in the bowl again, and let's just see if we have any luck today. Maybe it just needs to soak for an hour every time I go use it. Now one thing I will say, and one thing I am certain of, the lather that I got in the bowl yesterday was out of this world with this brush. Albeit it was full of hairs that had fallen out, but it was an incredible lather. So I'm just going to load nice and heavy again. I've got plenty of lather in the bowl for the head shave. Right, I think that's enough. As you can see, there's not much left in the bowl there. I might just waste not, want not. I'm just going to scoop out the sort of lather that's sitting around the side. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed on Facebook, I watched today Jeff Weaver made his own version of this bowl with a screwdriver and something else. I'm not sure what it was, but it looked pretty good actually for a sort of handmade go. These are pretty hard to come by, the shaving grails from Saponificio Veracino, but they are superb. I really enjoy them. It'll be interesting to see how Jeff's bowl figures out today. Okay, so today's YouTuber that I'm going to be sort of featuring is Ken Lea from Ken's Shaving and BSing, and you'll soon see Ken's face somewhere, probably up this side, so it doesn't go on top of my Nasset blades, which I like Ken, but he's not that nice. Can't cover up them good blades, you know. Yeah, so Ken was, I think I discovered Ken's channel round about January, I think, so that was about 7 months into my journey, and that was when I discovered Ken. And I think it was just at the start of his health kick when he, I think basically just woke up one day, looked in the mirror and thought, I can't go on living like this, it's not healthy. Ken was a very big guy. For you guys that don't know, haven't gone back through his videos, if you go back to some of Ken's earlier stuff from sort of June last year through to November, December, he was a big guy. I'm talking, well actually, do you know something, as much as I don't want to sound disrespectful, he was huge, absolutely huge. And the transformation is just incredible. He looks fit, he looks healthy, he looks vibrant, he looks to be enjoying life again, albeit work shit and the old dating scene is not great for him, but those things are, although out of your control, you don't really control your life to an extent as looking after yourself. He's a huge football fan, loves wrestling. I'm trying to think what the team is that he follows. He's just put his new shirt on today, I can't even remember who it is. Is it the Cowboys? No, it's not the Cowboys. It might be the Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go for the Cowboys since he's a Texas boy. Now Ken is probably, he's one of the most generous guys I've met in this hobby. He's helped me out a lot, he's sent me a lot of stuff. We started off with a really nice trade box each, and from then he's sort of looked after me with postage and helping me get some stuff over here that I couldn't get, and I've sent him things that he couldn't get over there. Just a really nice guy, talks similar amount of bullshit as me, except some of his bullshit just goes over my head because I've got literally no idea what he's talking about when he's talking about all the political stuff and crap that goes on over there. Now one thing with Ken, if you go back to sort of January, February time, he was a little bit hot-headed. He has since calmed down quite considerably. But really nice guy, and one of those blokes, even if he doesn't know you, would probably help you out, that sort of bloke, which is pretty admirable in this day and age. So I'm going to try and scoop some nice photographs and we'll attach them as we go through them. We'll maybe try and get some funny pics of Ken. I'm sure we can get some, and we'll probably chuck in a couple of the before and afters of his journey through weight loss and finding good health and better living. Right, this looks pretty damn good. So it's a little bit dry. Oh, did I just see a hair in there? I think I did. Yes, I did. There you go. It says hair number 1. Just set that to the side. You can see the lather. The lather is probably just a touch dry, but we can sort that out with a bit of water on the dome and old coconut. So sorry, I didn't even mention the brush in case this is the first time you've watched. It's a Morrison 400 Blonde Badger, and it's a 3-band Blonde Badger. It's a 28mm knot. There's another hair right there. Everything else looks to be roughly right where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's just constant. It's hair number 3. So basically what's happened with the brush, I can give you a bit of an idea. I've been given quite a good refund, not the full amount, but a good amount of what I paid on the brush. In order to either re-knot it or keep it as is and see if it eventually dies down. And the great thing is, it's not a great thing, but the good thing is it's not coming out in clumps. There's not any glue on the hairs, it's not like it's actually damaged. I'm just going to turn this top light off. If that's any better. Well, that's worse. I know that's a lot darker for me in the mirror, but you guys can probably see the lather better and the actual shave itself when I'm doing it. Yeah, so we'll just see how the brush goes for a little bit. Like I say, I love the knot, I really do love it. It's so soft, it's got heaps of backbone, it makes a great lather, it's a great size knot. It's just shedding like mad. That's 4 hairs so far, not including any that might actually be in the bowl as well. As I say, and I've spoken to people about it, and my sort of qualm with it is if I paid $50 for this and it was shedding lots of hair, you know, it's second hand, $50, fair enough. You might not get a great knot, you don't know how it's been looked after, but you'd like to think in Australian dollars, 350 Australian, you'd be getting something that's reliable, good quality knot, that's not shedding any hair. And the gentleman that I got this from said it wasn't, and I believe him. I don't think he's that sort of guy that would lie about it. He's got a good reputation in the shaving community. He's a really nice guy, and he only buys good stuff, and you always see posts of him. I'm just cleaning the brushes today, I'm doing this today, I'm looking after it, and he always seems to be looking after his stuff, so I don't think that's the problem. For whatever reason or another, from the journey from his house to mine's, the brush went from not shedding to shedding. Wunderbar. Kai blade in there, I've got no idea how many shaves are on it, it was just in the razor. I don't count them anymore, I just use it until it feels shit. So let's see if we can get a better shave. I was going to use an asset again, but I'll probably use it later on because I'm still a little bit irritated on the skin. So I think this is something like the fifth shave or so on this blade. It's been another wet and windy day over here, and as much as this smells like iced tea, it's still quite a soothing, warming scent. I don't know if that's the bourbon coming through on it, I really don't know. But I didn't have an enjoyable shave last time in my head. It was very rushed. And it's not the sort of thing that you want to rush, it's all about taking your time and relaxing and enjoying it. I did have a little job this morning, a little window clean. It was a vacate clean at one of our friends. It wasn't big money, but any job's a job. I've got no idea how many shaves are on this blade, but I tell you what, it feels incredible. I must say the slickness doesn't feel quite as good as it has done with the soap. I don't know if that's down to the brush, I don't know, it seems to be. I could be wrong, it might actually feel better than what I think it does. Well, that was a pretty good first pass. Just dip the tips of my fingers. Just rub some of this lather about. So still a good bit on there, but we should be able to knock it on the head with this pass, or most of it at least. I might add a good bit more water this time. Add a little bit of water into the lather. The lather looks a little bit airy, and I don't know if that's because it needs more water. was hair number 5 in the bowl. Right, I've just added some more water into that. I mean, you can see it's as peaky as you like. The lather seems to be pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's dissipating a little bit, but I'm not sure whether that's because I've put too much water in or whether there's not enough. I'm really not sure, but we'll see how the slickness is. A wunderbar against the grain with the Kai blade of unknown uses. What? What's it?
What time is does Catherine pick me up?
I don't know. I'd text Errol to see what time, and she's not got back to me.
Okay.
Get your mum to text, check her text, see if she's texted you.
Okay.
So Ken Lea, if you haven't watched his channel, really nice guy, good bullshitter. As you can tell, his channel's name is Ken Shaving BSing, so that says a lot. But he's got a shit ton of soap, and I mean a shit ton compared to me, and compared to probably most people. He'd probably give my guy the run for the money. But I'm assured that I'll be doing a clearance soon. Yeah, this is definitely dissipating. You've got to say the slickness isn't great, it is dissipating. Just add a little bit more lather to the back of my head so I'm not slicing myself up. I think that's 6 hairs so far that I've lost today. For whatever reason, it doesn't like being bowl lathered. I'm saying that when I put a bit of water on it, it really activates the lather. So I start getting slickness again. I think the lather is just too dry, which is unusual because a dry lather normally wouldn't really dissipate, it would just sit there like a paste. I don't know why I'm using this hand. I seem to be holding my head steady so it doesn't fall off. God, these Kai blades are incredible. They really are just out of this world. What a shave that was, I tell you what. You'll have to excuse the silence. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to squeeze out, just so you can see. The amount of lather that the brush actually made. But as you can see, it's a little bit, it's very airy. Which is unusual because the lather, I used this soap last night for the test bowl lather. It's very slick and it was really thick, creamy. What a difference. Major difference. Right, Humphreys citrus, which is lovely. I could just splash it out. It's a great indicator, the witch hazel for finding any hair that's snuck by. It's not the best for shaving because it's not really that slick, but yeah, lovely jubbly. Okay, while that was drying in, I'm just going to give the brush a good rinse out. I mean, what's not to love about that, really? Oh, other than that, it's just constant all the time. That's 6 or 7 hairs now. Is that another one? Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a superb brush, it really is. The knot's lovely. Really surprised at how much I enjoy it, but it just loses far too many hairs. Oh, it smells good now. Right, so the soap today was Shave Revolution, the Bourbon Room. It smells like a nice iced tea with a slight hint of vanilla. I don't get any bourbon from it, I don't get anything else from it, that's all I get, iced tea. And it's almost like a slightly citrusy iced tea. Same strength out the tub. It's a good 4, and it probably stays the same through the shave. You can still smell it, especially even when you do it on your head, you can still smell that scent from it. Still smells pretty good. The brush, as you've already seen, was the Morrison Fondren. Yes, the brush was the Morrison Fondren 28mm 3-band blown badger. It's a shader, unfortunately, so we'll see how we go. We'll see how it goes over the next sort of 5 or 6 shaves. Oh, sorry. The razor was the Wunderbar. Got a Kai blade in there. I've got no idea how many shaves on it, but let me tell you how smooth this blade is, even though it's had, I think it's about 5 shaves on this blade, and it still feels incredibly sharp, smooth, efficient. And as you can see, I mean, I've got no irritation at all anyway. I've got no cuts, none, no weepers, no nothing, just feels great. Moved on to Humphrey's Citrus, which smells great, works great, gives a nice, in fact, you know something, I didn't have much burn today, which would say, just shows how good the shave was. And I had a lot of irritation after that last shave with the Nascent blade, let me tell you. It was quite painful for a couple of days. I'm just going to finish off now with some Barbasol Pacific Rush, I think it is, yeah, Pacific Rush. There's no real scent off this. It just smells like original Nivea scented cream, but it's great. It absorbs very, very quickly. Doesn't leave a greasy feeling. It just leaves your skin moisturised, hydrated, feeling great. That is it, dried in already. Oh yeah, that's brilliant. Well guys, I'm going to be playing football tonight, or soccer as it is in America and Australia, but football as I normally call it, football if you're from Scotland. I'll be playing that tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. A bit of aerodynamics now that I've got the old hair shaved off the head. And other than that guys, check out Ken's channel, Ken's Shaving and BSing. I'll pop a link down below. and I will pop a link on my previous video for Steve and the Suffolk shave as well, because if I got to do that, I will do that while I'm editing this video. So stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, enjoy the start and the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Cheers.